What's going on with the FDA these days? It seems like in the last 6 to 7 months, things have changed so much. McCarry's come in as the commissioner. We have RFK Jr.'s above the FDA at HHS. And all these weird changes are going on at the FDA. Like all these experienced people are now gone, like Peter Marks is gone and Nicole Verdun is gone. And the list just goes on. And then you have thousands of the more general FDA people gone. So it's really puzzling how the agency is actually going to be able to function. We're already seeing signs that it's not functioning that well, like the FDA is failing to meet certain deadlines that are required, like responding to INDs within 30 days. So, I like to think of the FDA kind of like a person. And so if we imagine this person, there's like an actual brain, atop the FDA. And by that, I mean like the FDA leadership. And then there's the body with all the people doing the actual work, and it seems like all of this is kind of shrunk down. And the brain part, maybe, I'm wondering about the decisions there. Like we have people coming in, like Prasad was the head of CBER and the chief scientific and medical officer of the FDA. And then suddenly he was out. And then now we just learned a few days ago, now he's back in. And again, like all these other leaders are gone. So how is the FDA actually able to function these days? And should we expect more chaos? I think we probably will be seeing a lot more chaos in the next like 6 months or so, in the next year or two. It's really been puzzling to see the shifts here and the back and forth. It's kind of like a roller coaster over at the FDA. So I actually don't run clinical trials myself, but I imagine people who do run them, when they reach out to the FDA, what's that like these days? Is it kind of normal despite all the chaos, or, are there strange things happening and delays and, people not getting answers they need? And the other thing I was thinking of is like trying to imagine being the head of a biotech company that is developing an IND, trying to come up with a new drug. How do you even predict, how the FDA will respond when you reach out to them, either officially or just with some questions and things like that. So it's a really strange time. And I kind of think of the FDA now, thinking again of the FDA's brain, it's kind of like this is your brain, FDA, on politics, and unfortunately, I do think politics is having a major role here. And that's part of why we sort of got this weird back and forth with Prasad, coming in, being out, coming back in. So we'll see how that goes. I'd also like to see the FDA actually hire people back. The agency does need a robust workforce. It has so many responsibilities. So overall, we're in this really strange, chaotic period over at the FDA.